got something to say. That's all I got to say.
Good people, welcome to the third episode of the podcast. It's your boy, Rodney.
It's your boy Tavares up in here.
You got Ant on the third mic.
Yes, sir. We are back, man. We got the third episode, man. We sure appreciate everybody coming out, you know what I'm talking about, listening once again to the first one, to the second one.
Now, talk about
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, man? How was y'all work week, man?
Oh, man. That work week, bro, that's been kind of hellish for me, man.
Wow.
Got your boy working mandatory overtime, man, about 65, 70 hours a week, man.
working that cheese.
I'm
been
saying,
tired,
that boy
man.
getting the grind. That boy grinding,
We've
man.
been tired, bro.
What about you, Tom?
Shawty said she want a nigga that don't swipe them visas. So
Oh, how
he
was
putting in that extra work. I feel you. I
Hot
see
girl
what
summer.
you're doing.
Something about over with.
I see what you're doing.
Freaky girl fall.
My work week, man. My work week been straight. We got some new people on our team, so that's taking workload off of me. So while you doing overtime, I'm coming home early. I'm chilling. I'm kicking it.
Oh, for real? You got it like that?
Just like Tony, the rubbing in, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so while you at work,
While you working
But I'm
overtime.
about to start school, though, so, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That started on the 19th, so this is right on time anyway.
They accommodate you like that?
Hmm.
They accommodate you like that for your school schedule, or you just
Yeah, man, you gotta talk to your manager.
Yeah.
Work a little something out here and there, whatever. But
If you got an understanding manager, you be like, no, I don't pay you to go to school, bro. Hell, your ass in this office.
nah, man,
Court
boy,
hours.
man, get out of here, man. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
nah, it's cool. It worked out perfectly.
my work week been woo-wee, man. I don't know what I was on when I thought about taking that job. I mean, I ain't the one to complain because I mean having a job is still a good thing because there's people out there that ain't got no job. But whoo, you talking about dealing with people money and these fraud. You know what I'm saying? They call in stating it's fraud transactions, man. When 95% of our customers be lying. You know how you go kick it on the weekend, you kicking it tough, nigga. You come back Monday, nigga, my bank account got negative
Yeah, let me-
$3,000.
I don't recognize this. I don't recognize that. Let me see.
And most of them folk call in, they just calling in to dispute them transactions, bro, just to get the little credit. And then when they get paid, it's all good because they know they shit gonna get denied because they know they
Yeah.
wrong. But it's
Dealing with
temporary
people
fix.
in general anyway is like a...
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. And I be at work, and them folk be I'm like, first of all, how does Apple mess you over? How does Microsoft, Amazon, all these companies ain't never mess me over? How the hell you getting fucked up so much?
I canceled my Apple last month.
Exactly. You
Still
ain't cancel shit.
I got you.
Yeah, bro. So, but man, yeah, we third episode, we want to switch it up. We want to talk about people, how you transition all the way from, a child all the way up to your life, your career life. You know what I'm saying? So, what about y'all, man? I went to one high school all my life. I mean, all one school. I'm saying
One school.
Oh, once
one
like
school.
K through 12?
Period. Yeah, K through 12. I went to one school.
Oh, nah, we had a separate school. Well, Head Start don't really count, but I know some schools who have Head Start,
Yeah.
within the grade school.
Nah.
But kindergarten through 6th, and then 7th through 9th, and then 10th through 12th was for me.
Damn.
So, yeah, elementary,
crazy.
middle school, high school.
Y'all gonna hate me for saying this, but like, we had like in Detroit, we had public school. It's public school, so you had your high school, whatever elementary school was in your neighborhood, or whatever high school was in your neighborhood. That's what you're supposed to go to,
Yeah.
or whatever. But I never went to like a neighborhood school.
You was always out your district.
Yeah, I was always out of my district.
Me too.
I was a little privileged.
Oh, nah.
I was
Nah,
smart,
I
man. You know what I'm saying? Not privileged. You know what I'm saying? They want the smart niggas at the magnet school.
Oh, so you didn't go to the city school. You went to
I went. It was still technically a city school, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
It was like a hot-
it wasn't a
like an advanced
neighborhood
one.
school. It was one of them schools you had to kind of test to get into.
Oh,
type
no,
of joint. So
no.
so
Dang.
shout out to the Castech family out there. Number one, second to none, best high school in the state of Michigan.
Y'all had to wear them like uniforms like Carlton and
That
them
man
for Fresh
said the
Prince.
state of Michigan. You heard that? That nigga said the state.
The state.
God.
Nah,
damn.
man, we ain't have we had DPS had dress code, not a uniform,
Oh,
but
for
dress
real?
code. Like you can wear a white shirt, black shirt, or whatever your school color was of your school. Like our school was green, so they just wear green shirts.
shirt, yeah.
And black. We ain't had no it wasn't like no preparatory. You got to wear a sweater and tie.
I thought that.
That's
boy,
what I
Tony
said,
and
like
Fresh
Carlton
in
up here,
school.
man.
Nah, boy,
And they like Liam, I'm shameless.
Dickies galore. Had so many pair of Dickies, man.
Hey,
Oh, we used them with the
Man.
school uniforms, them Dickies.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, like, damn them school uniforms. I just wanted to be the first nigga on the first day. They got a crispy white collar shirt, bro, with the fresh khakis, nigga. The fresh shoes.
Nah,
Oh,
that
you was the
shit-
man.
That shit killed it when we had that dress code. It's like only thing you can really freak was your shoes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the only. That's the only freakability you had was your shoes.
Only thing, man.
That's it.
What about so y'all went to multiple school. What did y'all have like the guidance in high school to know, hey, I want to, I want to do. I got this type of guidance to let me know each career in life, career choice, or was y'all just influenced by like people you seen?
Man, our high school we had curriculums, like we had pathways, kind of like college. You know what I'm saying? Like so you can pick. So I was like in a business curriculum. So my you know what I'm saying, my what are the extra classes that's called?
Like your electives?
Yeah, my elective classes was all business related. But I should have been a doctor right now. But I had like 45 science teachers. We couldn't keep a science teacher my whole high school career. So I was like, man, fuck science. I'm gonna go to college and not know what a mitochondria is. I'm gonna just stick to what I know. But I
hated science.
What I should have did was science, man. I'd be Dr. Watkins right now, graduating in a couple weeks, man.
In a couple weeks, for sure.
See, we had something similar. We had like your Votech classes. That was all your little trade,
we had Votech
stuff. Then you had your little home ec crap. Well, I shouldn't say crap.
You did home ec?
Nah. And then you had what's the other
baking
stuff?
Cakes and shit.
Hey man, that's how you get them high school girls, man. This was in high school.
I was just about to say, make sure you put that part in, guys.
Oh my God!
I saw his face. I had to go on and clear that up, man. I saw his face.
I didn't catch that.
But yeah, it was like set to that. But if you had like you was assigned to like I guess it was a counselor or whatever, and they talked to you about I guess like your goals or whatever, what you're trying to do, and then you would have stuff like based toward that. I don't think we had like any. We might have. I just didn't take them like business specific stuff. Now we did have like as far as since I'm in like IT and computer science and stuff, we did have electives geared toward that because I was in like Cisco. And they taught you like basic networking skills and stuff like that.
School?
So yeah.
Dang.
That was it. We had something called DECA.
Yeah, we had DECA too.
Yeah,
though.
we had DECA. Yeah, that's what I was in.
We had DECA.
Maybe it was.
Y'all had BPA? Business Professional of America?
Yeah, we had that.
I don't think so. We might have.
We had DECA.
We had
DECA. We had BPA.
We might have, but I don't know. I don't remember it.
Well, none of y'all at ROTC?
I was in ROTC, man.
I was. Somebody was in that joint.
Yeah. Freshman year I was in ROTC, but like I wanted to be on the drill team. Niggas that be twirling the joints.
Yeah.
But you had to get to school at like 6 in the morning.
Oh, the practice?
Yeah.
They ain't do it after school?
No.
Nah, they
Bro,
did
the band.
They did it before
That's the
school.
hard.
A lot of clubs stayed after school, like because I think ROTC did because they used to be in the auditorium.
For BPA, we did too.
Man, our ROTC was in the morning.
We had the Honor Society.
Yeah, we had National Beta Club, all that.
Beta Club. Yeah. That's
I was in all of them just to get on field trips, bro.
My school, I'm talking about certified hood, bro. Raleigh was certified hood. It's crazy. We had all that. But we never had a swimming pool. Did y'all have a swimming pool at y'all high school?
Nah, did we? I
See, I'm talking about.
We had an auditorium.
Yeah, we had an auditorium.
No, we had a natatorium. That's what a pool.
Natatorium.
That's what, or an auditorium. Somebody can correct me. But yeah, that's the technical word for a pool. Yeah, we had
for real?
We had a big Olympic-sized pool.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say you got a test to get into school. So I mean, hey, you're smart as hell.
I was on the swim team for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I fuck with the swim team. Show.
But nah,
We ain't had no swim team.
I mean, I'm saying we ain't had one either. But
okay.
I'm saying we had, like I said, we had no pool. So I'm saying.
Now they did try to like expand the stuff like my senior year because they added like a soccer team at that point, bowling, soccer and bowling the main two I remember. Like I said, I was just trying out stuff just to get out of school. Field trips.
I tried out on the soccer team.
So
it was hood soccer. Though.
Of course.
We just running up and down the court.
We couldn't do no tricks, none of that. We tricking motherfuckers on the field.
straight kick it down and run. Kick and run. Kick and run.
That's it. Kick and run.
Kick and run. So y'all played. So you said you played soccer in high
I
school?
played soccer and I swam.
What you do to it?
I did soccer.
You did soccer. That's it.
Yeah. Soccer. I ain't last long on bowling because I kept missing the practices and stuff.
You had a bowling team?
Yeah, bowling. Of course, band, Beta Club. I was in all that. Like I said, I was just signing up for stuff just so I wouldn't have to sit in class.
I did concert band.
You
I did
band
all
too?
the concert.
It wasn't marching band. I was playing classical shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's love.
See, I did the jazz band, concert band, pep band, and marching band.
That's what's up. So it looks like, so I mean, apparently, so we was doing all of these things. So did they ever ask y'all, what would you want to be when you grow up? What was y'all, your answer?
My career choice changed because since I got tired of seeing like my family and my mom and them struggle, I was looking at stuff like that make a lot of money. So
Okay.
first it was a lawyer. I was like, okay,
I think everybody wanted to be a lawyer at one point.
I lie a lot, I can, make some money. That would be a good little career choice. So then I saw like how much school you had to go to, and I'm like, nah, forget that. But then ironically, I went for my doctorate. But then after that, I think I went straight into like computer engineering or whatever right after that. I don't think I had like something in between. Oh, I did go through that little phase where I wanted to do acting.
I think everybody did. I think everybody
I wanted
did.
the comedic type acting or whatever.
Definitely,
bro.
And then I just stuck with computer science or whatever. You still make a lot of money or whatever. And
Yeah. What about you, Tony?
Yeah, I wanted to be an archaeologist because I thought you was just gonna.
What?
No, I thought you was gonna just graduate and then they was gonna send you off to Egypt and you was gonna dig up some dinosaurs.
Bones.
Man, I did the research behind what it take to be an archaeologist and they don't get paid that much. Man, I was like, nah, that's dead.
yeah, a lot of these big names.
Then I
sound
wanted to
cool.
be I wanted to be an architect, but we ain't had that at my school.
I went through that phase too, architect.
Architect.
I wanted to be an architect. but
Building shit. Like, that should be fresh as hell how they lay that
For
out
real
like
though,
that, man.
especially if you took carpentry, like in high school, is one of the trade or VOTEC classes.
I ain't take none of that. I just wanted to draw some shit. Like, yeah, that's my builder, and I drew.
Yeah, bro, that
Yeah,
architecture
that's-
shit look. That's legit. I ain't gonna lie, that's legit. I don't. Honestly though, in high school I wanted to be a firefighter. I always said I wanted to be a firefighter. Like, and then like my mom and them wanted me to go to school, so generally I ain't have to go to college to do that.
Yeah.
I could have came straight out of high school and went to EMT school, and what I'm saying, did that. But I wanted to please them so much, so I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and go to college. But as far as like in high school guidance, like we had the counselors and everything, but like at first I wasn't, man, I don't know about y'all, but I'm smart, but when it comes to standardized tests, like they mess me up. So like the ACT, like I don't even remember what my score was so low, bro. I had to take it twice, and I had the school I went to. Luckily, they sub score, which means they add them together. Combine your two, high scores or whatever.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So luckily, I got a chance to do that, but I graduated with a 3.6 honors, but that standardized test.
I'm not good at tests either. Like, I think I got 1 point right above whatever the minimum was. I was like, good enough. It was a 21. I got a 22. Yep, I'm good.
Exactly.
I'm not taking it over.
I was thinking the northern schools had to take the SAT.
They give you an
It
option.
just depends on.
They gave us an option.
They ain't give us no
ACT?
option. No.
For real?
Yeah, it was just ACT.
Damn.
So I thought it was just based off where you live.
We could have
Hey, maybe it is, but I know both of them was the option. I can't remember which one I took. I just know I don't
took
like
the
taking
ACT.
tests.
If your score was like 22 something or 22,
That's the SAT.
No, that's ACT.
ACT is low. Oh, you talking about 22? I'm
Yeah,
tripping. Like when the
say
1400
SAT like
stuff.
14, 1600, all
and
that.
for the record, I'm just saying 22. I don't know what my
Oh,
score
you don't know
was.
the score? Oh.
I
Somebody
think
might
mine
be
was like
like,
a
damn,
16.
they got 22. Like, I
22
don't
pretty
know.
good though.
I don't know. I just
Yeah,
know
ACT score, 22 good.
whatever
yeah.
I got was just.
I got like a 16 and
The
17
regular.
or something like that, bro. I was like, I'm not telling y'all what I got. Everybody else, I got 20, 21. I'm like, bro.
I don't like taking tests.
Yeah.
Bruh, funny story, man. First time I fell asleep on it because we had went out to Midnight Madness the night before. I fell asleep on it, and it was like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, shit. So I just went down like marking shit.
See,
Yeah, pretty much.
See,
Everything C, bro.
Let me put an A right there. C.
Then the second time, you know how they give you that little break like mid-test? I walked to the blue store. Everybody probably got like a blue store. Like, no, all right, bet.
We got
So-
we called out the white stove. but
Okay,
I got it.
walked down there for some snacks, man. Came back late.
That's
I'm
y'all,
like,
that's
"Damn."
y'all high school cafeteria or something?
Nah, the blue store was like a
It's a
neighborhood
little corner store.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's what y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of that.
But our shit,
Called the corner store.
the one was white, so like niggas like we finna go to the
Yeah,
it-
I was
it-
blue, so we called the blue store.
We
yeah.
had two stores like close to our high school, but everybody went to the white store because they had chicken wings and shit. So
Oh,
like,
love.
Yeah, we had po'
Yeah,
boys,
yeah,
all that.
yeah, we
Yeah,
Dang,
chili
yeah.
cheese
To the-
dog.
to the white store.
That sound like the candy lady. In our hood. Like, that candy lady had
It-
all that.
It would be, but it had like actually, it was like a actual corner store. Like
Yeah.
you got your wine and your 2 liters and all that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, you want selling all that.
They was cleaning up on us too.
Niggas would have been robbed every day. Had some liquor. You feel okay?
Oh no, they ain't. These Asians didn't play, bro. They ran their blues. They ain't play.
I believe.
Be on there like, hey, I've been by.
To my ear. But yeah, bro, that's what's up though. So apparently everybody had guidance as far as like what career path you should take. Now, if we go ahead and graduate and we in college now, how do you decide what? No, let me step back. So in high school, it's your last year. How do you decide what school you go to? Do we look at money? Do we look at school? Do we look at
I
both?
look at everything,
I look
man.
at- I wanted to go. So first of all, I didn't want to go to Michigan State because it seemed like everybody from my high school was going to Michigan State, and they was calling it Cass Tech University. And I'm like, I wanted to go down south, and I seen like they had a battle with the bands at Ford Field, and I seen the HBCU bands, and I ain't never seen nothing like that. So I'm like, I want to go to HBCU.
Yeah.
And shit, I applied to a couple HBCUs, applied to Howard, applied to Hampton, applied to Clark. Jackson State just gave me the biggest scholarship, so
school money.
I'm packing up. I'm going to Mississippi. Shit.
So HBCUs is not really like broadcasted or whatever up there.
I mean, not really. I mean, yes and no. They now they have a bigger presence. I mean, a bigger presence, but you got to figure them schools got to send people up to Detroit to recruit.
Yeah.
If it's not in their budget to send people up there for 4 or 5 days to recruit, then it's not in their budget. So they use shit like Battle of the Bands as a recruitment opportunity. And then I just happened to go the day I went to a career fair, and a college fair. It was only like 2 HBCUs there. It was Jackson State and I think Howard. Because Howard got a big Detroit presence, so it was only Jackson State and Howard that was there at that day. So I didn't even know what a Prairie View was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what a Grambling was. So I wanted to go down south too. So I ain't really want to go to DC. I'm like, it's cold.
No,
Still
for
cold.
real.
I want to go to the south. So.
See, so I just wanted to get out of Mississippi, get out of my mama's house or whatever. I was ready to be on my own. I was tired of rules, all that or whatever. Although you still had rules, but they wasn't like parental rules.
Yeah, I was about to say, well,
so, I was kind of procrastinating on it too, but our high school took us on like this little HBCU tour or whatever. So we was just stopping, visiting different campuses or whatever. And how I chose my school, pretty much money. It was right in the middle of everything. We did the tour, like Atlanta, Birmingham. We did the little tour or whatever, and I liked the school, you know. It was like a little close-knit type family type thing or whatever. And what made Talladega College stand out was they were giving out scholarships on the spot. So they were looking at your transcripts and something else I can't remember, but mostly your transcripts. So based off of what your transcripts was, you know, they gave you that. Yeah, they gave you that scholarship. I'm like, damn, I damn near got a full right here. What shit? Sign me up. You know, I was ready right there. So I ain't had to worry about no more apps. None of that.
Yeah, that take all the work out of it. I got that scholarship, man. There it is, packed up.
Yeah, that's
true.
it.
That scholarship's legit.
I'm down in Mississippi now. Like, don't know nobody.
That's crazy.
Now it was about 4 of us that came with us from that high school or whatever, so I wasn't alone. But yeah, still, you know, starting over, meeting new people or whatever, doing new stuff. But
I ain't gonna lie. When I was trying to get what school I wanted to go to, I said University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I was trying to go Knoxville because D'Angelo and Terry was already down there before I graduated because they graduated 06 and I graduated 07. So they was already down there. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to go to Knox with my boys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So Knox, like I said, Knox is like the UT. You know what I'm saying? Like University of Tennessee. So like they requirements is so like, you know, you gotta be A1 to get in that done. So me and my nigga, we was talking. You know what I'm saying? Me and my well now he my line brother, but my line brother and then a couple of my other homies, they was like, yeah, we gonna go to UT Martin. I'm like, oh, UT Martin, what's that? Like I ain't never heard of UT Martin. So I'm like, what's UT Martin? So basically, of course, it's just like University of Texas. Then they got University of Texas Arlington, et cetera, type deal. Yeah. So Martin is, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, babe, how far is Martin? So Knoxville from Memphis was 6 hours, and then Martin from Memphis is 2 hours. I was like, I ain't trying to go that far from Mom Dukes, you know what I'm saying? So like I was like, bet 2 hours, that ain't far. And put the app in, they did this, you know, this score for the ACT and everything. Bam, we in there. So I'm like, boy, I get to college, I'm like, because when we was in high school, bro, everybody was like, yeah, I'm going to TSU, I'm going to Lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to go. Trying to go to another all black school, I bro. Like I'm just not trying to, not nothing against the HBCU. It's just I just was like, nah, bro, because I know what I'm gonna do. First of all, I'm gonna be free in another city with the same kicking action that I'm around right now as we speak. And ain't gonna be nothing that get done. Like, so I was like, nah. So that's why I was like, what helped y'all? Like, so money, of course. How much money did the school gonna give you, and then the location?
Yeah, I like traveling, so I wanted to go see some new stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see what the South was about. Like, you see the South on TV. Like, I wanted to go down there and experience it. Like, if I could, that was my thing. If I go to Michigan State or Western Michigan, it's gonna be Detroit, but just at University of Michigan, or it's gonna be Detroit at Western. It's gonna be Detroit at Eastern. It's like I want to experience something new. Like, I can always come back home and get right back into shit.
True.
I want to go down south, see something new, go experience something new. So That's how it was.
That's legit though, man. Like you went from the north to the south. That's me and him. We
I
stayed in
wasn't
the
going
south.
to the north. I don't like being
Bro,
cold.
I don't like being
the
cold at
winters.
all.
I wasn't going to
Bro,
the
what?
north,
The
man.
folk be out, bro, I be looking at folks Snapchat. They live in like Wisconsin and Detroit and Chicago. They folk be in snow like this. I
Shoveling
be
out.
like, nigga, where ain't? Nah, bro.
I ain't seen the Detroit winter since 2010.
Bro.
Nah, what
Yeah,
that tell you? I've been down
I
here.
couldn't do that, man.
I don't even know how to shovel snow. What? Shovel, man.
Drive in it, none of that.
That's legit though, you know. But hey, say salute to y'all that go to them schools. I'm sure there's some legit schools though down there in the north side.
Yeah. It is. Like I said, I ain't knocking Michigan State at all. It's a excellent institution of higher learning, but I just wasn't. I'm like, I want to go see something new.
Yeah.
I want to go
Ain't
somewhere
nothing
else.
wrong with that, cause
I applied to Miami too. My mama like, I think she was praying I ain't get that.
please don't let him go down there and kick it.
She wasn't having it. I think that was the first application I put in was the U. Oh shit, well, I'm finna go to I don't know why. Like,
The you like
we finna go to Miami,
bro. You
boy.
was
We
gonna
finna
kick
be in
it.
that bitch.
Bro, I couldn't even
Tell
imagine.
Shawty
Imagine
bust
going
it open,
to.
Uncle Luke on. Like, we finna be out.
I couldn't even imagine going to it. Like, think about it going to HBCU in Florida though. Ooh, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I was like, nope.
Man, I
no.
took a trip to Fam, boy. I'm glad I ain't go down
I did
there.
too.
I had a good time. Not to knock Fam. I'm just glad I ain't go to school down there, because it's... We gonna say that for episode 8.
Yeah.
them stories, boy.
Yeah, because I went down there too. And D'Angelo, he lived in Tampa at one point. So I went down there to visit him. And he took me to the homecoming, Bethune and Cookman too.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm talking about,
Oh,
man, what am I missing in school?
we can let some gas out on
Nah, for real, bro. You be like,
Oh,
wait
boy.
a minute. Man, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. That's why I was like, nope. No HBCU for me. Nope.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just... Because I applied to some PWIs too, but they was real stingy on that scholarship money, man. So I was like, I ain't even going to worry about it. So HBCU seem to be more, I guess, open as to, who they accept or whatever, especially band. But
How is it? So which y'all going to HBCUs or whatever? So how do you think HBCU can lean? How can the HBCU lean more away from people knowing about HBCU only due to like the entertainment perspective? Like, because like you just said, you seen about the HBCU Jackson State when they came to do the Battle of the Band.
Yeah.
Not knowing that, Jackson State probably got a lot of history in Mississippi. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good question.
I think it depends on location, because some of the HBCUs that I know about before I went to college,
like Howard and stuff like that.
yeah,
I
they
think- the one in
a
Atlanta.
lot to do with the location plays a big part. Like about DC,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody talking about Mississippi like that.
True story.
yeah.
The state of Mississippi is not appealing to somebody to
Exactly,
research.
yeah.
Let me go see what's in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? But like Jackson State got one of the best engineering colleges and like nationally ranked, not HBCU ranked, but nationally ranked engineering colleges in the nation. So it's just I think it's just the state of Mississippi and people just not.
Location definitely does
Yeah.
help or can hurt a case as to, where somebody works or lives or go to school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it depends on the marketing scheme too of
Yeah,
that institution, because I know my college now, it's already hard for HBCU to get funding and stay open. As you can see, a few of them are already closing.
Yep.
And then with my school, it's a private school, so they don't get government funding. So they pretty much are open mostly from alumni donation and stuff. So with that being said, Talladega is already known for their math and science
That's another state though that
programs.
ain't got that much notoriety.
Right.
Alabama,
Exactly.
not good notoriety anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you talking about Roll Tide, baby. But no, I'm talking about HBCU wise. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so with that, they send their schools to, like, I've gotten like pictures and stuff of what like Talladega College in New York, and behind the scenes with Good Morning America and that little crowd up there.
Yeah.
It's just based off marketing and stuff, like what they're trying to target and what audience they're trying to appeal to. Because like I said, they known for math and science, those programs or whatever, engineering, stuff like that. They're known for it. So.
And people, that's another thing that people just believe that, oh, you went to HBCU, you dumb. Like, I mean, it's like HBCU. I mean, generally, it's all about the person at the end of the day, anyway.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go to the meanest PWI, and I ain't gonna even lie. I know some folks. You know what I'm saying? Went to these PWIs. I'm talking about they valedictorian and all that in high school. They go to these PWIs. Oh yeah, go on with your bad self. And then they just don't succeed. Not to say that if you go to HBCU, you guaranteed, because like I said, it's still at the end of the day, being in college is about being. It's
about how you work it. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you work it. Cause like I got my job I'm working now. I got recruited at my HBCU, but I got recruited because I made the connections in college, and somebody called me and said, "Hey, this company is recruiting, and they recruiting at Jackson State. You need to go down there. Come show me your resume before you go down there, and you need to go down there." So it's about how you work it. So you can go to Yale, and if you just
and it's all about
that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't what do you got to show for yourself.
Exactly.
So it's about your work ethic and your I guess persistence, because it's a lot of people who went to go back on what you said about people valedictorian and all that schools. I don't even think my valedictorian went to college, but she just didn't want to. And then you got other people who were top 10 or whatever who go to college, not just a PWI, but going to college in general. They just, like you say, they just don't do well. So it's all about like your time management skills, your priorities,
exactly,
all of that. Some people just don't like being on that schedule. They don't like homework, or they don't like whatever the case may be about school. So I don't think it's you will fail at this PWI versus passing at this HBCU. I just feel like some people just college not for everybody.
You spoke volume with that one.
It ain't for everybody.
College, it make an adult out of you. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gotta. Ain't nobody coming to get you. You don't go to class.
Nope.
You don't come to class. That's
miss it you want to.
You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody cooking for you.
None of that.
You
cleaning up for you.
Yeah.
None of that.
You gotta get your own toilet paper.
You gotta grow up.
Everything.
Like I ain't have no car when I went down there. I had to make friends and I
did too.
I gotta hop in the car with somebody else, go get some soap, all that good shit. So
my second semester I had a whip. Well, let me stop lying.
I ain't get a whip till I pledged.
I pledged second semester.
Bros was not finna be using my car.
Nah, I feel you on that. I definitely.
They still didn't use mine.
Yeah, I played that one, man. I'm from out of state. I ain't got no car. I ain't driving.
That's smart for sure though. That's really smart.
I ain't even care to do all that. Nah, you ain't using my, nah.
So I mean, before we get into Greek life, because of course that's part of going to school. So like,
but you said something about school not for everybody. So what's some other options though? Like, would you go to a trade school knowing what you know and knowing the money you spent in college and whatever debt you may have? Would you trade it if you can go back in time and go to plumber school or go to electrician school or go get your CDL and be a truck driver, knowing what you know now? Do you think trade school is more valuable than getting a degree or what?
Trade school was definitely the move. Let me tell you, when I went to school for barbering, like seeing some of the guys that was cutting hair around me that was already in barbershops. I'm talking about it ain't even at the level where you be just a barber before you even become the owner of the shop. You bringing it, like I said, you pay your booth rent depending on what your area you're in. You pay your booth rent, and everything else is all yours. Of course, you know what I mean. Like it's all yours, and like I said, that go back to being being the person. Because if you don't market yourself, you don't put your all in it. First of all, when it comes to people hair, that's top of the line.
Yeah,
one inch, you done. You know what I mean? And that's all it takes for one person to see your head, and the next person see their head, and the next person, and now your name's bad. Now you can't get no clients because you didn't mess up that one time. You didn't apply yourself. So like, a trade is like free money. It's all about you in the end, and then on top of that, you got to pay your taxes, of course, eventually. But all that money throughout the year, that's your money that you collecting straight to you. And it's a skill that, something that you generally that you can use for the rest of your life. You got to get something like that. You know what I mean? Like cutting hair. Like they can make a million fucking robots. Ain't no robot gonna be able to give me that nice fade. You know what I'm saying? with the nice line, no matter what chip you put in them, because cutting hair requires a human touch. Everybody don't want the same thing. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, generically, it's another color out there. They're not a color, but generically, they're gonna be good with them robots. They're gonna be perfect because they're gonna go in just like they pay they $19.95. First of all, how you put taxes on the haircut? I don't understand, but how you put $19.95 and they go get their haircut and they sit. They don't care. They don't want it blended. They don't want none of that. They want straight haircut.
Yeah, just cut.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's why they shops say haircut. They don't have no name. We be like. Mom and pop, chop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Johnny Fade.
You know what I'm saying?
Johnny Fade
Chop City,
you know
man. But they be like, haircut.
Super cut.
The barber shop. And
get your cuts here.
I mean, what about y'all, man? Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I definitely would. I would push trade school to like to the young boys now that think college ain't for them, man. Go get you a CDL. Like I work in logistics now, and it's a shortage of truck drivers. Nobody want to drive trucks. They paying truck drivers. I negotiate truck driver contracts, and I see how much they getting these companies like Ryder and Penske paying these truck drivers, and they paying them more than me. I'm like, what? To drive truck? Like, go get you a trade or something you can always have. If you're an electrician, you can learn how to do electricity and retire when you're 60 and still go do electricity on the side.
You buy your own house, then you know all the electricity.
If you know how to, if you a plumber, you a painter, I would push trade school right now. Like college ain't for everybody, but you can definitely. It's a lot of people like welding. Welders make a lot of money.
But what you do is a trade too, though. It's photography. That's a trade.
Yeah, with the photography, that's a trade. But I wouldn't. It take a minute for photography to become a skilled trade. Like you gotta have that.
Because anybody can take pictures. You need that.
But I'm saying it's not really. But that still go back to anybody can cut her. Anybody
no, I was just talking about what you was talking about as far as him. You know that.
It's all about you. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I get that. What I'm saying. The difference between like photography and electrician. Like you can just get somebody. You really don't. You really
honestly, photography would be easier than electricity because you can't mess up one time in somebody's crib.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I wouldn't. I would call photography like a low level type of trade compared to an electrician or
nowadays with social media being the way it is. You sure about that?
Yeah, because the iPhone, if you know what you're doing, the iPhone and Photoshop is just as good as any Canon. Everything is done in Photoshop.
True story.
Yeah, everything is done in Photoshop. That's where the magic happened.
But the quality of them pictures, though, man, I'd be like,
bro, you
compared to these iPhone pictures,
you can make magic happen in Photoshop. I'm telling you.
I done seen some.
You can make magic. You can make magic happen in Photoshop.
But you gotta think about it.
You can't fake being an electrician.
You gotta touch every age group though. Every age group don't take pictures on their phone. Like when you go take your family picture, you're not gonna use your iPhone, are you?
Depending on where you at.
Nah.
But if my family ain't got the funds to pay for a photographer and I got this iPhone, we gonna make this iPhone work. But if I need an electrician, goddamn it, I need an electrician. I'm not about to just open up my wall.
How do you know which electrician to trust though?
Nah, that's
what I'm saying.
Reviews.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What anything do you know to trust?
That's what I'm saying though. That's why I say each thing is about that person. Because let's just say you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you want to be an electrician. You go be an electrician, right? You mess up. Like I said, with cutting her. You mess up in one house. Now your name is gone because they gonna put all this talking about you. No. And then y'all say reviews. A lot of people give mixed reviews though.
You're right.
All the time. So it's like
that's where you just got to go based off your better judgment.
5 people say yeah. So it's like exactly, but better judgment how? Because you ain't never seen them. You don't know them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like going to a barbershop for the first time in a new city. Man, he can show you all the pictures in the world, but he messed up that one time on your head.
Yeah, you're right about that too.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I ain't knocking. I'm just saying I'm just saying as far as if we had to list trades, I would put. So
what would be the top trade?
I wouldn't put photography down.
What's the top trade then?
I would say something like either a truck driver or like a welder, something that's gonna always be needed.
What classifies it as a trade?
It's a skill.
No school, right?
It's a skill that you got to learn. It's a skill. It's just a skill trade.
Well, I guess all of them, everything what you do is like learn skills. But I think what classifies it as a trade is whether or not you went to a university to acquire it.
That's more so what I think. It don't require a
degree.
Exactly.
So.
But it's the same one in the same skill, degree. You know, I still feel like it's it's the same thing. So.
But would you?
I feel like being a scientist is a skill, honestly, because that shit don't come overnight. You got to learn it.
Yeah,
you do get a degree.
That's what I'm saying. All of it's skills.
That's what.
Yeah. It's just, but that's your trade is just like your specialty. That's what they call it, a skilled trade. Like that's your lane. My lane is welding. I'm a welder. I'm a skilled welder.
I'm a skilled programmer.
Yeah,
you can be a skilled surgeon. You can be
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I say.
I just feel like that degree is what counts it as a trade or lack thereof.
So what about you? You never answered. What trade would you
That's
go?
what I was going to ask him. Like, did you regret, because I think the original question was, would you go back and do a trade versus getting a degree, right?
Well, that was his original question. My question was if he had to do a trade, what trade would it be? Well, he got photography, but like I said, will be. Well,
I wouldn't. If we talking about making a living, I would put my. If I had to go, you got to go to photography school. I would learn how to be a welder because that's. They building shit every day.
That shit frustrating.
They're building shit every day, and they need people to weld metal together.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go I feel like it's a bigger market for a welder. Not saying you can't make money being in photography.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Market.
I'm talking
Everybody
about
need a welder.
the degree of difficulty. Let me put it like the degree of difficulty, photography or welding. I feel like you would get paid more welding if you.
Oh,
if you got
definitely,
yeah.
So for me, so I done did all this.
Mm-hmm.
So I would push trade school because, like you said, just for one, school just not for everybody. So instead of just graduating and just going doing whatever, getting an everyday job or whatever, make use of your time or whatever. Learn a trade. Make a better living for yourself or whatever. But as far as like my situation, I don't think I changed nothing. Yeah, I got debt. I got student loan debt or whatever. But as I get older, I feel like
Hold on, I was like,
I wouldn't trade nothing either. But for the young man that's sitting there right now, like I don't know what I'm gonna do in my life. I can't go to college. I'm tired of working at Wendy's.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
wanna
would push
sell
the trade
drugs.
to him. Yeah.
Boy, go learn how to drive a truck.
No, for real.
But what you were saying?
No, what I was saying was, I'm not saying like trade it, but I'm saying like what if you had to be like he said like
If
you
I
didn't
had
get
to
that
do
opportunity, what would be the trade that you would?
It'll probably be well. So I got 3 uncles that drive trucks or whatever, and one owned his own trucking company or whatever. Well, he just passed away.
Yeah.
But he was bringing in like high 6 figures, bro.
Truck drivers,
High 6 figures.
Fucking
So
money, bro.
yeah, truck drivers. It's a slept on occupation or whatever, but it's a needed occupation. So it'll probably be welding though because I actually like welding. I feel like I'll fall asleep if I drive too far, with truck driving and stuff. And I'm risking other people's lives as well as my own. But
Now if you got them sunflower seeds,
hey, that keep me up, bro. Hey,
I'm good, man. I'm good. Man. I'm good. They're rolling.
They cold ass wedding, dog.
They cold ass wedding.
Hey, that keep me
Tomorrow,
up, bro.
man, we going way back from Houston, bro. Tomorrow I said, I'm getting sleepy. You know what?
Give me them
All right,
seeds.
Country, that's some country head.
Nah, that's the only thing that worked for me
from?
because caffeine don't work for me, bro. Coffee, energy drinks, none of that, bro. One time I made myself have a heart attack because I was drinking Mountain Dew. What's the other energy drink?
Monster, Red Bull.
Red Bull.
That
And
boy acting like Cat Williams, son.
my brother told me. My uncle told me to do it, but I didn't know he was joking. So I'm like, all right, let me see if this shit work.
Man,
I called him. I'm like, man, that shit don't work. He like, your dumb ass did that shit.
You had a sugar high and
That
a
nigga
crash,
sit on the
boy.
ceiling.
I ain't even get a sugar high.
Your goofy
for
ass
real.
I ain't getting. I'm like, when this shit gonna kick in? Call this nigga, bro. I done did this shit, bro. He's like, your dumb ass did that shit.
Nah, but that truck driving shit, man, that's legit though. My you know what I'm saying? My daddy, he just actually bought his own truck. So
That's dope.
yeah, bro. So he ride now. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up and asked me what my opinion was as far as like not opinion, idea, help him idea to name it. You know what I'm saying? And he's senior, so I told him RPS. I forgot RPS Logistics, RPS International. I sent him a couple of them, and he bought the truck. Sent me the picture, man. It had the name on it. You seen it because you commented about the Cordova.
I saw it.
But yeah, bro, yeah, it was legit. I said, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that trade is legit, but the part about going to get a trade is the college experience.
Exactly.
Exactly. College, I would not.
Exactly.
I would not trade the college experience.
Not at all, man.
Hell,
So
no.
I graduated in 07. I started 07. You started 06, right?
I started 06, yeah.
And you started
I started in 2010.
2010. So,
Yeah.
well, not really a gap between me and you, but a gap between us.
Yeah.
So the college experience, like I know y'all you've
had-
been back to your homecoming. You've been back to your homecoming lately.
Yeah.
I haven't been back homecoming lately, but that experience when we was there compared to when I want to say not 2010. Well, yeah, when you came in on up, it was horrible.
You went to college without y'all was in the yep in my white tee era.
Man,
Don't
show, bro.
the
Yeah.
fun. Y'all was in the fun.
Yeah.
We were just right on the cusp of the fun. And
Yeah, y'all came in like right there.
Right
When niggas
there,
start
yeah,
changing
yeah,
their whole,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yep.
So I guess being a trade is that person that don't want to do the academic part.
Right.
But when you miss that college, because I think that's a lot of things like a lot of parents push towards back then or whatnot. Go to college, experience something, do this, get out of get from
Get out
under,
of your comfort
learn some
zone,
stuff,
learn something, meet
exactly.
some new people,
meet some new people.
see a new
Yeah, so
environment, yeah.
it's when I went to school, man. Like I said, I don't know about y'all, but as far as Greek life, when I was in high school, it was legit. Like we had little Greeks at our high school.
Yeah, we did. Too.
And I was me, Derek, Terry and D'Angelo was part of one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we it wasn't none that, like, you know, I'm like, I don't know if y'all had Omega Prep down there. We had Kappa League and Omega Prep.
We had the Alpha Esquires and whatever the Sigma joints is. I don't know what they were. I ain't joined none of it because I ain't know what it was. I'm like,
exactly.
What the fuck are they doing?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
Dancing around like, man, shit.
So like one of the dudes was Kappa League in high school. One of my sister friends, he was Kappa League. So I was like, I want to be Kappa League, you know what I'm saying? Because they had came for a pep rally and they did a little thing, right? So this funny, bro. So he was like, you want to be Kappa League? I get online. Guess what I said?
You stood online on the hallway.
What's the website address, bro?
You gotta get on.
Bruh. And that man was like, what? So and now that I think about it, I'm like, bruh, I never knew what that was. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, should Greeks touch more on like our type high schools? Like instead of, because like I said, you said you didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. Did you know what it was in high school?
Nah, and the funny thing was we didn't have any like male
Yeah.
Well, no, like male, like Omega
Presence?
Prep. Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay,
ain't have none of
okay.
those. But the chicks at AKAX and Dell Team. So I'm like,
Dell
okay,
Team?
Yeah, Dell Team,
sound like-
Teeen.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Okay.
okay, all right, they doing their thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't put two and two together till I got to college and saw the AKAs and the Deltas. So I was like, oh, this the little high school version of it. I ain't know that. So,
Yeah.
but now they're bringing like Kappa League, Omega Prep, all that. They have all that now in my hometown, but I ain't know nothing about that, bro. We got to my first day in college. We was in the cafeteria, bro. Q's in the calf with their ass out, hopping around in the calf with their ass out. Me and my homeboy just dropped our plates on the table and
That
walked
had
out,
to be
bro.
shocking. Like,
Right.
going on?
Right, exactly. We like, man,
What type
these
of
niggas
freaky shit
doing,
y'all
bro?
got going on?
And then that's when they was
I
like
know.
Q's known for, like, even when they go to parties and stuff, like did y'all see that picture the Q's that went viral? Like they was in the club or some shit with their ass out and they took a picture together and it went viral.
Nah, bro.
Oh, well, it was on Greek
Tony didn't see that
Shenanigans.
one. Though. Tony didn't see that one.
Be the first one
man,
come in on the
quick
Greek
for the Kappa
Shenanigans.
shade, man. Quick for the Kappa
I
shade.
ain't see that one.
But apparently they were known for that. I didn't know. And then that's when I saw like Sigmas, Kappas was off the yard at the time. So I was like, what is all? Then I saw the Stones and that's how I learned about it or whatever. So
What about you, Tony?
Dog, I ain't even know. I had and I got bros in my family. I did not know until like I got online. But like shit, it was really a matter of me just observing. Cause I wanted to join something. I'm like, I don't know nobody down here. I need to get involved with something. And then it's just like they came through one day. Like I was observing, like no shade, like the Kappas. I'm like, I cannot dress like this every day.
I was gonna ask you that.
I cannot dress like these niggas every day. It's hot as hell. These niggas got on bow ties and shit.
Shout out to Delta, man.
And then
Yeah,
the
why you trying to
goddamn alphas, they was off the yard. Well, they was off the yard, and I just wasn't.
Alpha's dressed up just like we did.
I just wasn't. The Sigmas just ain't rubbed me. I just saying I ain't even look at them. They didn't appeal to me, and shit, it was like 1.5 iotas on the yard.
1.5.
But then the bros came through a party one time, wrecking, like everybody moving out the way. I'm like, yeah, I like that shit. Them niggas big. I was scared, but I was like, yeah, see, I like that type of shit. Them niggas comfortable. They on the yard, sweatpants, shorts, comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They got all the women at the plot. I'm like, yeah, see, I like that. I need that. And then I'm an only child too, so I'm like, yeah, that's the brotherhood everybody talk about, ain't it?
So that's what made you be a cute dog?
It was more so just the appeal, how they was respected on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Not like I said, the Noops got just as much respect. But I was like, I can't dress like that. Like I'm not a pretty boy. That was my perception of not knowing what they were, just off of
Just look.
whatever the stereotype was. I'm like, I'm not a pretty boy. That shit not gonna work. Alphas wasn't there. Sigmas just didn't appeal to me, and Iotas didn't get no love at all. You know what I'm saying? Then it was only like one of them. So it was like, and the bros they had that respect that I like too. And they, you know what I'm saying? They had commanding presence when they walked in the room, and they was head and shoulders above, every other man on campus. So.
On the other news, what about you, Tavares? What led you to be a noob?
It's kind of like the same. You see what you see on the yard or whatever, and then you sit there and you make like your little internal thoughts or whatever about what's going on. Like the alphas were there, but I don't like just like you said, you just can't see yourself being within that particular organization.
That stereotype
so I guess the better thing for me to address is what made the Noops stand out. And just like you said, like I like the way they dress. They had the women too, at the Stone. Had the barbecue, all that. Had the cane, they strolling, practicing with the twirling the cane or whatever at the Stone or whatever. Then you got the chicks watching, doing everything or whatever. So so I was like, yeah, that's me right there. So we ain't even have no IOTAs. As a matter of fact, IOTA just got chartered at my school.
Well, we didn't lost that crowd.
We lost all 6 of them. So.
They just got chartered at my school a couple years ago. So
that's what's up, bro. Yeah, well, I got the same story basically. I mean, my whole family is full of Qs.
I ain't got no Greeks at all in my family.
Bro, I got all Qs and Deltas in my family. I got one Nuke. I got one uncle that's a Nuke, and then I got one godmama that's AK. But everybody else Qs and Deltas. But like when I was on the yard, man, like I said, that's why I said when you said that dressing, I was like, I mean, we were fresh, but like I guess we just the hood chapter then. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all. I looked at your probate picture. Y'all just look different.
You know what I'm saying? We just like
y'all look different than the stereotypical.
You ain't see the cut, man. My boy had.
Bro, I love ZK Mob though because that's the reason why like it stuck out so much. Because it was like, they know how to, you know what I'm saying? They know how to be, where you from. Most of us from the Memphis, Memphis, Nashville, area, the Tennessee area or whatnot. But it's like, we get to be both sides. It's like we get to be those pretty boys when we want to, but then we can be, we can be them same hood guys that you knew back in the day at the same time. So it's like
that too.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what stood out. And then on the yard, it wasn't just, Noops just on the yard. Like, we having, we doing fundraisers and whatnot, man. I'm talking about St. Jude. And then what made me look at that more and then seeing them, they presence on the yard. And then two of the guys in my profiles, they actually went to high school with me too. So like, they was like my big brothers growing up. Like, so they hooped and everything and whatnot. And so yeah, like watching them and then all that like played into perspective, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I seen the Qs, you know what I'm saying? The Qs, I'm like, yeah, for sure I can get with that, but at the same time, that ain't me. You know what I mean? Like that in the whole, that. But with that being said, when y'all figured out that y'all wanted to be what y'all wanted to be, did y'all go research more than just that one, or did you just research that one to see what the knowledge was, and that made you really more want to be, into it? Not, of course, you can only research from, the surface.
Yeah.
Of course, because, some of these articles, I don't know, some people are doing a lot of pillow talk, and they're leaking a lot of information.
Exactly,
I'm going to be honest. Like I said, I had my perception based off of what I seen, not knowing what I seen, but like, the summer I went home and I had already, cause I was just going to the bros events, just off the strength. Shout out to the YEQs. I was just going whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever little sex head events or moving days or community service. I was just going off the strength because I like that organization. I like what they stand for. No, not what they stand for, but just how they just their presence. So I was just already, interacting with them. But then when I went back home that summer, I found out that I had more bros in my family, and then they started getting in my ear more and talking to me about friendship and talking to me about the fraternity network and how I got a brother everywhere I go, every state I go to. I can go to Alabama, I can go to Mississippi, I can go here, and I got somebody I can lean on. Or they were telling me stories. It was just then they just made it. They just amped it up. They just amped up that brotherhood aspect of it. Not saying that no other organization had that, but they was just additional talking points in my ear that pushed me over the ledge to, wanting to be the bros. But
that's legit.
That's what it is. I'm just be honest.
That's legit though, man. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, D'Angelo, Derek, they the Qs. We joke, we do whatever we do, but I be like, at the end of the day, bro, we all make decisions based on what fits us at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like. I ain't never changed. I've been the same. Anybody on the yard to tell anybody, I've always been that person. I've always been, out and about, been cool with people, joking, making people laugh. I was still that same person when I crossed. So like, I hear a lot of stories about people that get on and they change. You know what I mean? Like they get on and they get them letters on their chest, and it's like the Superman logo. And like you're a whole new person.
Big head.
Yeah. So I never been that person. But
let me see. I'm gonna be honest again. It changed me, as a fact that giving me more confidence is just Cause I feel like, I ain't gonna even lie, having the letters, everybody already respected the letters, so now I gave you confidence to just, you know what I'm saying, just to stand up or to talk more, to not be shy. Cause you just
were you confident or were you arrogant?
No, I wasn't arrogant. It was more confident. You know what I'm saying? It was confident, like more. Now I want to stand. I'm representing this organization now. You know what I'm saying? Now let me stand up and let me be in class more. Let me go.
The more stories,
Sometimes you
I feel like I wanted to do more stuff and have a better presence on the yard because I'm representing. I want to make my frat look good now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It wasn't a cocky thing like I'm better than you. Now it's like now I got to. Okay, yeah. Hold
myself to a different.
I hold myself to a different standard because I want to represent. I want to represent this organization that I just joined. That's the change that I see.
The stories that I've heard, they're more so like jackass stories or this nigga don't forget where he came from or he think he too big for his britches now. It
was never like that because like the bros they talk. Like if you meet a bro, they gonna talk your ear off all day. So now I'm talking to people. I got to talk to bros, so now I'm comfortable talking to a large group of people. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm comfortable walking into it in an environment and, taking command. So it wasn't no arrogant shit now because, like, it wasn't nothing like that.
That's legit, though, man. Yeah. So, I mean, if you men, a lot of men out there, and not to speak on the ladies, of course, we don't have anybody here that's, in sorority or anything, but shout out to all the sororities, of course, and they presence on the yard was legit, too. Like, they had a lot of, presence, like I said, strong with a lot of definitely, bro. And then they have these big lines, they have these lines, they come out, what I'm saying, all these ladies, and then next thing you see all these ladies working, what I'm saying, for the sorority or whatever. So like the ladies, they big. A lot of it's a lot of people that, like I said, when coming to college, they need guidance, because of course, like some people that go to college, they be sheltered. You know what I'm saying? Before they went to college, they sheltered. So once they get that level where it's like loose, I can do that.
Those be the ones who the wildest. Even when they get the ones who was sheltered, now they got these letters and people look up to them different. Now they just be wild because they're like, oh, now I feel like I'm the shit. Yeah, like I was already outside growing up, so it's like it wasn't nothing. I just got these letters now. Now I want to represent my shit. Now I want to be seen everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's true. That's true. I mean, so reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. So like when the younger folks will come on the yard, and you of course when you Greek, you have to do the little, I can't remember what it's called, like the first week of school or whatever for the freshmen or whatever. And they had like, I don't know if y'all had like the tables. Everybody had their tables in the gym or whatever to show this the Greek we doing this. Yeah, so it was legit. So I mean that helped that helped the mindset. So it wasn't just about being a new. Oh, I get to shoot you, I get to twirl the cane, I get to stroll, you know what I'm saying, I get to get females. No, I was doing that generally before I even got the letters, beside all the twirling and all that shit. But I definitely was twirling in high school. I definitely was twirling in high school. I ain't gonna even lie, bro. When I came on the yard, bro, I already had the mindset I wanted to be a noob. And on my phone, like, I had, like, these letters I had cream on my phone with a K or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And my profile seen it. And it was like, oh, so you think you're a noob already? So it was a Kappa Alpha Psi non-hazing fraternity.
I'll never hazed.
Yeah, so it was legit though, man. What else? I mean, anything else y'all want to tell them, tell the people regardless.
I mean, just talking about the college experience, I got homies that in Mississippi, like. Damn, I got
that's true too.
Homies that's in Mississippi.
That's another thing. Like you meet people from everywhere,
you meet people from everywhere. You make connections with people you never thought you would connect with. Like I connected with guys just straight off Call of Duty in the hall. We ain't got nothing to do. So everybody is raining outside, ain't nothing to do. So we all just in the hallway, Call of Duty spades. So you just build a network. Y'all learn how to play spades down there. Joker, deuce. I was always playing
deuce.
Hey man, stop. Ace and Ace, man.
Joker, deuce, spades.
Ace and Joker, man. Ace and Joker. Ace Joker high.
Deuce. How do you do it down there, man?
Hey, that's legit though. Now that's true though, but that's all a part of networking though, bro. It's all a part of the college experience.
Join
talking to people, kicking it with folks. You know what I'm saying? Like we was throwing kickbacks in I don't know if y'all had actually in March, so we had the what's it called? What is it called when the men and the girls and the boys share?
Co-ed.
The co-eds.
Yeah, we had them dorms type deal.
No sir.
Yeah.
We had co-ed.
We had one or two co-ed dorms.
We had a co-ed dorm, but it was separated by a lobby, so it was technically a girl side and a boy side.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it wasn't like no girls down the hall. So no, we ain't had no co-ed.
Now they just built the new one that's hella co-ed and this apartment style. You know, got the rooms and all that.
Oh yeah, we had the
that's the
campus
apartment
apartment.
style,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had the
Yeah.
Palisade.
I'm talking
We
about
used to
like
go
the
down,
brand.
but you know,
No,
that
this
ain't
brand new though.
It's on the campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was off. Yeah, I was off for sure. But yeah, bro. So I mean, so like I said, from grade school all the way up into college, if you had to assist somebody in this walk of life, what would you tell them first, or what would you do?
I'll be giving people advice I'm not taking myself. Do scholarships. I'm paying for grad school now. My job give me something, but I need to go look at some scholarships tonight, man. I'm bullshitting, but yeah, that's really the number one, man. Do them damn scholarships, man.
What
That's the
age?
big one.
What age is the age that they need to really start thinking about the future? What's a good age before you stop?
Shit, 10th grade.
I say middle school.
I spent middle school too.
For
At
real?
least 8th grade.
Yeah.
At least 8th grade.
Because you got so much to take in. 10th grade them little 3 years might fly by. You might get distracted, whatever the case may be. I say middle school.
Middle school. So what would you tell somebody if they say, Tavares, what should I do? If I'm in like you said 8th grade, what are you telling them in 8th grade though?
First, get to know yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
I say maybe make a checklist out of like what you want in life, out of life or
How
whatever.
you tell an 8th grader? Ain't you? How old are you in 8th grade?
8th grade, you like
11?
14.
About 13, 11.
14. Oh, you about 14. Ninth grade, I was 14. Okay.
9th grade, I was 14.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, you right.
So yeah, I tell them,
Especially nowadays, they accelerated as far as
oh yeah,
teens.
for real.
But yeah, go ahead.
Make a checklist as to the stuff you want, out of life, career, stuff like that. Start early, do your research or whatever. So if you see something, that comes up about this potential profession that you don't like, you can, change it. It ain't too late to change. Basically, don't get lost in life or by others and their influences, especially at that age. So if you think social media and the media is big now, it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna be worse. It's already bad, boy.
Yeah, so just don't get distracted by that. Know yourself, know what you want, go get it, and don't be distracted. That's it.
That's legit. Y'all might be shocked, but I ask mine right now. I ask my kids right now what they want to be.
Ain't never too
Ain't
early,
nothing
man.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
Right
ain't
now.
never too early.
Ain't nothing wrong
But
with
the
that.
reason I do is because I want to see how many answers I can get.
Yeah.
So I want to see.
They answer should change.
Exactly.
Hopefully it
Exactly.
change.
So
Yeah.
that's my key though. That's my key. So then when I get, like I said, 8th grade, I'm gonna be like, do you remember when you told me you want to do this and you want to do that, you want to do this, you want to do that? So out of them that you gave me all the way up to 8th grade, which one do you think, or which two, if I had to narrow it down to two, which one would you be? Which one would you select?
Yeah.
And with that being said, I'm gonna tell them the correct path. So either you're going to trade or you're going to get your degree. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my whole mindset when it comes to help someone that's growing up. You wanna make sure you guide them, not nothing bad about anybody's parent that say, I just want you to go to college, I want you to do this. You really want your child to go about the best walk in life. So if they're gonna run into already enough obstacles, so you don't want to give them an extra obstacle. Like me going to school, like I love Martin straight up, but I could have went and did what I wanted to do as far as being a firefighter instead of
Which
getting
is
that
why I
college
said don't be
experience.
influenced by, know what you
But
want.
this was what my mom and them and
Oh, yeah, I
dad
get
and
it.
them was
Yeah,
telling me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But yeah, so man, as far as like just what like y'all last remarks, man, as far as like what would you give the next person listening to this?
Like I said, and just going back to the next person, the best thing my auntie did was she got me GQ magazines, cause I seen shit in GQ magazine that you didn't see in like a Jet magazine. So I'm seeing yachts, Rolex ads and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what's a Rolex?
So you like that over the Jet Booty of the week? Jet
You
Booty?
know what I'm saying? Like, you see the Jet Beauty of the week, but then you look at the GQ magazine, they
Yeah.
advertising a whole new different
Yeah.
world. You know what I'm saying? They showing you places in Aruba and shit. Like, damn, how I get to Aruba?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be my thing. Magazines, man. Get them luxury magazines.
Get 'em reading. Get 'em seeing.
Get them
'Cause
seeing.
is
Get them
everything.
seeing. Yeah.
Seeing is
If you
everything.
can't take a trip to Aruba, get them a magazine that's advertising shit over in Aruba so they can see it. And like, damn, how can I get there one day? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
the same magazine we look at to look at some shoes, we look at to see
Exactly.
our future. You know what I mean? What about you, bro? What's your last remarks as far as this goes?
Mine pretty much didn't change, man. Just don't lose yourself, man. Just see what you want, go get it. If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college. But make sure you have a good backup that's gonna carry you through life and make you be successful. Be the best person you can be.
That's good advice. Well, it's good enough for me. So, man, like I say, man, we like to thank everybody that came out, man. Third episode, we constantly rocking with it. We try to switch it up, man. Give y'all some different material.
He said, I like to thank everybody that came out.
Hey, everybody watching. Like, we live right now.
We got the applause sign right here.
Yeah. We live, baby.
I'm going to put an applause effect on it. You know
See, that's why I rock with you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We
Gotta switch it up.
got about 70 people in here right now.
Switch it up. Switch it up, man. Yeah, appreciate everybody coming out, man. And this is the third episode of the podcast. I got something to say.
Got something to say?
Yeah.
Yo.